what real estate has is, number one, it has asset value, but it also has cash flow, right? And that cash flow, there's a durability of that cash flow and a predictability of that cash flow based on the scheduled income that's received, and in many cases, these scheduled expenses, right? I mean, people sign leases that obligate them to pay you X amount of dollars every month for X amount of years. It's relatively easy to predict the cash flow, not just now, but going forward. You can make some educated guesses as to what's going to happen to those things, at least in the near term. What's much harder to predict is how that cash flow is valued and what people are willing to pay for that cash flow. There's a few things that affect that, and we measure that by talking about cap rates. NOI divided by price. Cap rates do not determine values. Sales prices determine cap rates. So for example, $100,000 a year, if someone's willing to pay $1 million for that, versus $100,000 a year if someone's willing to pay $2 million for that. So that's a 10 cap versus a 5 cap. The lower the cap rate, the higher the value. That cap rate is a indication of the perceived risk, the perceived durability of that cash flow. If people believe that they can count on that cash flow to be stable or grow, they will pay a lower cap rate. If people believe they can't count on that cash flow to be stable or grow, they will pay a lower price and hence a higher cap rate. I just did it. I just did what I said everybody else does, which is it's not about the cap rate. They're going to pay a higher or lower price, which will translate into a higher or lower cap rate.